Hey guys, today I'm going to do a video on how to change the oil on your motorcycle. This is for new riders in case they don't know how to do it themselves, or maybe they might be a little bit nervous to ask. So basically I'm going to show you how to do it on my 2012 Honda Sabre 1300. It's roughly the same pretty much for everything, but on like Harleys and things like that, sometimes they'll be in different locations. So basically you just got to check the location of where the plug is for your drain and the oil filter. So like the oil filters will be on the opposite side. They'll be kind of more toward the front of the engine on a Harley. Everything on this Honda though is nice and neat right underneath it, so this will be easy to get at. So we're going to dive right into it. Before I started, I let the bike run a little bit. You don't have to let it run till it gets hot, but to warm it up a little bit so it drains easier. And then you find your drain plug and then your filter. And then so first you'll go at the drain plug and you'll go to loosen that up. Okay, now that I cracked that loose, I'm going to put the oil pan underneath it and I'm just going to move it with my finger. It's alright if you get a little bit messy, it's going to happen. Okay, you pull that out right away. And then you just let that all drain out. So first I let it drain while it's on the kickstand and I wait until it stops dripping. Then when it gets to that, I sit on the bike and prop it straight up and let the rest drain out. Once the plug is out and it's draining, you can also pull out, twist off your filter. And they make special tools that you can pop on these to make it a little bit easier. Sometimes they get stuck. Whoops. And then you just kind of let that all drain out. Okay, so before you put everything back on, a lot of times these will come with either a washer or like a little rubber O-ring. Just inspect it, make sure it's okay. And then just stick that back on there. And tighten it. And then when you have your new oil filter, just take a little bit of oil maybe on your finger, just lubricate the seal on there a little bit before you put that back on. And then just spin that on. And once we get that on, we'll tighten both and we'll head to the next step. Okay, and just give it a few good tugs. Just make sure it's nice and snug. You don't want to overdo it. And then your oil filter, just hand tighten it. Oops, wrong way. So make sure you're going the right way. Okay. And then, good. Okay, being I have some oil in my hands, I'm just going to use this to kind of help my grip a little bit. And then you want to make sure that it's nice and hand tight, nice and snug, so that's not going to come off. Okay, that should be good. Feels nice and tight. That's good, nice and tight. Now we go to the next step. Alright, so next you'll take out your dipstick here, and this is where you'll fill up your oil. So you can set that off to the side somewhere. And then just make sure that you have the right amount of oil that you need. Mine takes 4 quarts, so this whole thing is going to end up going in there. So just twist it off, open it up. Okay, and then just start dumping it in until it's full. And just make sure that you don't spill any. Pull that out. Make sure that your dipstick is cleaned off. You can check for damage or anything on them. And just pop it right back in. And then we'll start the bike and check for any leaks. And usually you can either set it and let it run for a little bit. Now we'll go into check leaks. So it's looking pretty good. It doesn't look like anything's leaking. I'll give it another minute or so and then I'll hop on it and take it for a ride and then we'll check after that. Alright, so I just got done riding around town, checked for leaks, nothing's leaking, everything looks good. So as long as nothing is leaking and there's no problems in between, everything should be good to go. So that's how you change your oil for your motorcycle. Like I said, some cases are slightly different where things are located in different spots. Just look at your service manual, or you can look it up online too to figure it out. But yeah, pretty basic stuff, pretty easy to do on your own. So hopefully that helped you guys out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and ride safe.